In a galaxy where twin stars cast shifting hues of light across the void, two planets circled each other like wary predators. Virion, a lush world of glowing bioluminescent jungles and rivers coursing with liquid crystal, was home to the Lyrians, a species of beings whose delicate forms shimmered with the colors of their emotions. Opposing them was Dracones, a planet of endless storms and jagged metallic peaks, inhabited by the Drakthar, towering warriors with obsidian scales and eyes like molten gold. Generations of warfare had scarred the space between them, each side bound by ancient grudges and tales of betrayal. On Virion, Solari was a gifted empath, her ability to sense and manipulate the emotional spectrum a weapon and a burden. She served as a negotiator and strategist, her presence on the battlefield often calming her kin while sowing discord among enemies. Yet Solari despised the role. The endless cycle of conflict had left her yearning for something more, something beyond the ache of loss and the shadow of hatred. On Dracones, Kiros was a warrior of unmatched skill, his obsidian scales bearing the marks of countless battles. He was a sentinel, leading raids with a blend of ferocity and precision that made him a legend among his kind. But in quiet moments, he questioned the purpose of their struggle. He would gaze at the stars, wondering if their war was truly righteous or merely a legacy of stubborn pride. Their fates collided during a pivotal battle at the ruins of an ancient outpost that floated in the space between their worlds. Solari had been tasked with safeguarding the Lyrian relics said to hold secrets of their past, while Kiros led a Drakthar strike team to claim the outpost for its strategic value. Their meeting was not one of words, but of instinct. Two beings locked in a fight that was as much about survival as it was about the weight of their planet's histories. The battle ended abruptly when the outpost's unstable core collapsed, tearing a rift in the fabric of space. Solari and Kiros were flung into the rift, their forms spiraling through a kaleidoscope of light and shadow until they landed on a remote, uncharted world. The planet was strange and harsh, its skies veined with electric storms, and its terrain an ever-shifting mosaic of glowing sands and crystalline spires. Stranded and injured, the two adversaries had no choice but to rely on each other. Solari's empathetic abilities allowed her to sense Kiros's pain and exhaustion, while Kiros's strength and resilience protected them from the planet's hostile environment. Their early days were fraught with tension, their mistrust as thick as the storms that raged overhead. But necessity forced dialogue, and dialogue gave way to understanding. Solari discovered that beneath Kiros's hardened exterior lay a soul burdened by duty and a longing for peace. Kiros, in turn, saw in Solari a depth of compassion and strength that challenged everything he had believed about her kind. Their conversations began to stretch into the nights, illuminated by the shifting glow of the strange world around them. They spoke of their homes, their peoples, their doubts, and their dreams. Slowly, the barriers between them crumbled. Their bond deepened in ways neither had anticipated. Solari found herself drawn to the quiet intensity of Kiros, to the way his molten eyes softened when he spoke of the stars. Kiros was captivated by Solari's radiant presence, by the way her emotions shimmered like a living tapestry of light. They began to see not just an enemy, but a kindred spirit, someone who understood the weight of being caught in a war they did not choose. Months passed, and they found a way to signal their planets for rescue. But as the moment of separation loomed, both felt the ache of a bond that transcended the boundaries of their worlds. When the fleets arrived, the leaders of Virion and Dracones were met not with two soldiers, but with two beings who stood united, their hands clasped in defiance of centuries of hatred. Their plea for peace was not easily accepted. Both sides saw betrayal in their unity, suspicion in their words. But Solari and Kiros did not waver. They spoke of the truth they had found on the strange planet, of the beauty in their differences, and the futility of their endless war. Their courage and love began to stir something long buried, a hope that had been smothered by generations of conflict. It was not an immediate transformation. The path to peace was fraught with challenges and resistance. But the image of Solari and Kiros, standing together as a living testament to the possibility of understanding, became a spark that ignited change. Over time, treaties were forged, dialogues opened, and the two worlds began to heal. Solari and Kiros chose to live not on Virion or Draconis, but on the very planet that had brought them together. They turned the barren world into a sanctuary, a place where beings from both planets could come to learn, to understand, and to find common ground. Their love story became a legend, a reminder that even in the darkest times, the light of connection could illuminate a path to peace.